one as living out the cross in our daily community life. So, what do you mean by daily? And especially, for example, when we join, what we had in our mind, I had in my mind to love and serve God, and then I joined. And then anyone who comes new to the order, if I promoted almost three of them, 3 to 4 of them are promoted. And so I tell them some things to do. And what is that? That is what we call as pray. Pray, play, pray, play, study, and work. And the other thing is be together. So 5 things are there. And so every year when we join, we had the evaluation about our life. And that evaluation was terrible sometimes, okay? And evaluation about our life in the sense like there are the points. The points is spiritual life. Second is community life. Third is social life. Fourth is health. And the fifth is intelligence. So every time actually, every 6 months, every semester or every year we had to do this evaluation. And then what? The friars would come together, all the finally professed, already professed friars would come together, and then they would talk about one friar. He is simple professed. And they talk many things about him. You will not believe, okay, you will not believe, my dear sisters. When my turn came, I had to go out. I took the rosary and I was going, and they were talking about me. As we say that behind my back. But this is what life is. So all the aspects, as I told you, the spiritual life, the physical life, the mental life, community life, social life, all these things are considered, you know. How much they were talking about me, God only knows. And a time comes when you have the evaluation given by your rector. He tells you, this is what the brotherhood feels about you. What is positive? Like, strengths. You don't say positive. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And then sometimes I also say, what is it they are talking about? And one weakness they found out about me is that my rector told me, hey Francis, you laugh too much. That is my weakness. So I looked at him, now what to do? He said, don't worry, you laugh. But don't laugh too much. What a joke, no? Don't worry, you laugh, but don't laugh too much. And the same rector, on my Jubilee Day, 25 years of ordination, he gave the same example and said good things about me. My dear sisters, why I'm telling you this? Because we have a life to live. And that life to live, as I told you yesterday also, Jesus has given us a life to live. So you have chosen, I have chosen, we have chosen to be here. And when you choose to be here, we need to do certain things. That is what we call as daily. So what are the things that we need to do daily? And doing anything daily, especially First and foremost, we are Christians. Then we are religious. So we must have what you call as Christ-like attitude. Christ-like attitude. So daily we must be another Christ. And that another Christ was Saint Francis of Assisi was called the other Christ. Why he was called the other Christ? He was called the other Christ because he did what Jesus wanted. He heard the word, followed the word, loved the word, and was totally dedicated to the word, that Jesus Christ. So also, we need to do certain things daily. Carry the cross. Carry the cross means carry Jesus with us wherever we go. And so I have some points for you. Like a Christ-like characteristic, Christ-like life. Remember, Christ-like life. Christ-like life. So what it contains? First and foremost, love. It contains love. You have John chapter 3:16. What is the John chapter 3:16? Anybody? Christ loved the world, God loved the world so much that He sent Jesus Christ. Whoever believes in Him is not condemned but has eternal life. So the whole Christian life is a life of love. Love which has come down to us in Jesus, through Jesus, with Jesus. And so this statement, John 3:16, summarizes the whole Bible. So Bible is the love story of God. So first and foremost, we need to live this love in our community. Unconditional, selfish, and sacrificial. So the love should be unconditional, selfish, and sacrificial. That is the love of Jesus Christ. Unconditional, selfish, and selfless, not selfish, selfless and sacrificial. So that should be the love. So our life in the community should be a life of love. Second thing is that humility. Be this mind in you, the same that was in Jesus. Yeah, chapter Philippians, chapter 2. Be this mind in you, the same that was. He did not count equal with God or thinking, but emptied himself. So Jesus emptied himself, humility. And time and again, Jesus stresses this point of humility. And St. Francis, what he would say, I am the servant of the servants. He called himself servant. The founder of the order, he calls himself servant of the servants. So humble he became. Blessed are the meek and humble, for they will inherit the earth. The more you become humble, the more you have the humility aspect in you, as Jesus had, that he came down for us, born in this manger. And then the disciples wanted power, position, prestige. And Jesus washed their feet. You call me master and teacher, but I, your master and teacher, if I am big like that, you also must wash each other's feet. So humility. And for that humility, Jesus would always put a child like simplicity. He would always give us a model of a child. Be humble, be little like little children, So our title also, Order of Christ Minor, Minores. That we are lesser brothers, and we need to be little. In front of anyone, we need to be little. And so, humility contains modest, gentle, and submissive. That we are modest, we are gentle, and submissive. The gentleness, many a times we have the pride. Because you have some position. You are the principal, you are the teacher, you are the administrator, you are the provincial. So many times the pride comes in us. That pride should not be there. Because every time I say this thing, whatever is, it has been given to us. We have not earned it, sisters. We have not earned it. Just imagine, I was a manager, trustee, principal, parish priest of Sion. So now here I am the parish priest. So it has been given to me. I'm not. Sometimes people become principals. Sisters have been making sisters become principal. But our fathers also, okay? Many a times you are the principal, the way they go about, the way they think that, there is no one like them. And then financial transaction, what we call that, transparency. They think that they have the power. But who gave you power? The provincial administration has given you the job to do it. So we need to do it humbly and simply. So that is what comes modesty. So there is first one is love, second is humility. The third is compassion. Many a times you see Jesus Christ, he was filled with compassion. Many a times he was filled with compassion. He felt bad for the people who were coming and listening to him. And so compassion means, you feel for the person. You must have the heart to feel. Many times you don't feel. We have hardened our hearts. Harden not your hearts today, but listen to the voice of God. Every day we say that. You can harden not your for 40 years. You have hardened your heart. Many times you harden a heart. You don't have the compassion. And the compassion means empathetic. Empathetic means empathy. Try to understand what the other person is going through. Get into the shoes of the other person, empathetic. Many times we criticize, we condemn, we judge. Are we compassionate? People will be coming to us, even in our own communities. We should be very compassionate to one another. And kind and caring. Are we kind? Are we caring one another? Especially the old and the infirm. Many times we have careless attitude. We don't care. Whatever we have today is because of the elderly, the senior citizens, the elderly sisters. They slog, they work, they build, they earn, they spend, and now we are getting the fruits of their labor. Now since they are old, they are sick, so that means that we must leave them. Can't we care for them? Can't we be empathetic towards them? Can't we show compassion towards them? Can't we go sit with them? Can't we go and share with them? I had got the chance to serve an old priest when I was doing my philosophy. And he was what you call as, he had Alzheimer. He was not able to remember. So every day I had to go and give insulin to him. Sometimes I used to forget his side. So I used to give. I tried to be as kind and gentle to him. Sometimes but I learned a lot. Because you remember, whatsoever you do, you will also get the fruits. The next point is the fourth one, okay? Forgiveness. Merciful, gracious, and forgiving. Forgiveness. Many times we fail, we falter, all of us make mistakes. But when I make mistake, oh no, it happened like that. But why, when others make mistakes, we criticize, condemn them? But why can't we forgive? We talk great things about forgiveness, But when it comes to our personal life, a personal forgiveness, do we give to one another? Surely sometime or the other, it must have hurt us very deeply. Some people must have really hurt you like anything. You will not be able to forgive that person. But start praying for that person. Try to have a dialogue with that person. Talk with that person. I've also gone through all these phases of life. You know, when my own companions, they betrayed me. And here you have Jesus Christ, who from the cross says, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Many times, knowingly, unknowingly, people must have hurt you. So learn to forgive. Forgiveness for the sake of giving, give. Because when we don't forgive, we are carrying ourselves the burden, you know. There is a stress, there's ulcers, there is all the pressure, so many things are going on because of that enemy, but that enemy is enjoying. So ultimately, we are the losers. So forgive and pray for the person. Next is in our life, in our community life, especially obedience should be there. Obedience. Faithful, obedient, and submissive to God's will. This is what we promised, you know, faith, obedience. Are we obeying? Do we obey our conscience? First and foremost, my conscience. Do I obey my conscience? Conscience is the voice of God speaking in us. The Spirit of God speaking in us. Do I obey? Do I listen? And then whatever obedience has been given to me, do I obey? Do I obey my superiors? In this community, for example, I am the parish priest and I have the guardian there whom I have to obey. He is the assistant parish priest, so he has to obey me. So like that it just goes on, you know. But I have to show my reverence, my love, my obedience. And many a time it happens, especially when it comes to transfer, we are really bitter. We are really bitter. Now, for example, I have been transferred to Goa. I was not so happy. But what to do? And you know, one word is there used under obedience. I did not retaliate, okay? I just expressed my unhappiness and I said, okay, if you wish, I'll go. A time was there when I was in Kojve, Goa, and so it was a nice place, island, and I was a prince of the island, and everything was going on well. For 1 year, I was alone there. It was really very good. Everything was going on well. The provincial came and said, "Oh, very nice, very good." And then he also visited. Then the new provincial team came and they said, "Hey, you're going to be here." Suddenly, I find myself transferred. I have to leave that place. I was really disturbed. Bishop was disturbed. My community here was disturbed. They said, "No, go tell the provincial. You don't accept this transfer." But for my good luck or bad luck, the provincial went to Germany. He gave the transfer order and he went to Germany. Now what to do? Now what to do? So I got two people, okay? Two people, two persons. One was ex-priest. He was an ex-priest and he was my region master. He got married, okay? Then there was another priest that you can call Y priest and I am the Z priest. So the Y priest told me, if Francis, tell a provincial that you are not happy, you want to take a break. But the ex-priest said, Francis, don't do like that. Whatever is given to you, do it good. So he obeyed the ex-priest because he left the priesthood because he was thinking that he has the power. He was a social activist and he wanted to do many things. And the bishop did not agree. Whatever happened, so he said, forget it, I don't want the priesthood. And now what has become of his life? Anyway, he got married, he got a child adopted, and just 2-3 days back, as he celebrated his birthday, I wished him. He's quite an old man. But you see, so many times, many of us are disobedient. And disobeying our superiors is disobeying God. We must not. So that is obedience. Next is self-denial. Willing to sacrifice personal interest. Self-denial. We must learn to say no sometime or the other. Many a times we don't say no. We say yes, yes, yes. But can we say no? To ourselves, to my personal interest, to my personal goals. I look for the betterment of the community, betterment of all the work of all the community members. So I have to deny myself. That is where the cross comes. You know Jesus saying you that obedience also comes. Father, if it is possible, take away this cup, but your will be done. Mother Mary said, I am the handmaid of the Lord, let your will be done. So these are the wonderful example of Mother Mary, we are Jesus, self-denial. And Jesus uses these words. Deny yourself, take up your cross and follow me. Deny. Say no. Everybody says yes, then what will happen? Some adjustment has to be done, some compromise has to be done, some community activities has to be done. No, I have to go for my holidays. No, I have to do this. No, I have to do this. Then who will do the other work? So self-denial, willing to sacrifice personal interest. Many of us have personal interest. But are we following the personal interest or do we deny? So deny. The next one is service. Serving others, prioritizing their needs. Service. In the community, each and every one of us has been given something to do. Do. That is what you call do it with love. It is a service that we do, service we render. So service when you render is smile. Smile and do the service. Whatever has been given to you, just do it. And later part of your life, you can simply sit and enjoy. Oh, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, all for service. Sometimes, for example, sometimes we have to celebrate four masses. Last Sunday I celebrated 4 masses. How tired I must have been. But I remember my young days when we used to do that. But I still say I'm not so old. I celebrated 4 because it was a service people want. We have, no one is there to do it. So I said, chalo, let me do. And really, I enjoy doing it. So there is a satisfaction, there is a joy, there is something in giving, and that is service. So do anything and everything with good intention, that is service. Next important part is, that is the 8th one. I hope you remember some things, okay, sisters? The 8th one is holiness. In our community life, there should be holiness. Holiness is separated from sin, consecrated to God. So are we holy? Because God is holy. And so the community, we are a religious community. The religious community consists of holiness. Something sacred, something divine, something consecrated. So our life, everybody's life is holy. Most often we live unholy life. And that is what God does not like. But being human, we may have committed sin. But there is always the sacrament of reconciliation, confession. Confess. Time and again confess. Not only when your community day is there, that you go for confession. You see some priest coming, a holy priest coming, asking, Father, can I make a confession? And you see, why should we carry our guilt? Why should we carry our sins? So many times we carry, and that is what it makes us sad. It makes us depressed. It makes us feel very bad. Why? That's what Jesus says, come to me. All of you are weary and tired, and I will give you rest. So Jesus wants us to come to Him. So why don't we go to Him? Acknowledge that you are not living a holy life. If you are not living a holy life, a life consecrated to God, we have to turn to God only. We have to help each other to live the holy life. And holy life is basically, our holy life is life of prayer. Do I have my personal prayer? Do I spend some time in meditation? Do I sit in front of the Blessed Sacrament? Do I say the rosary? Do I have say the Divine Mercy? I have the walk the talk rosary. Now after supper, I will be walking almost for 45 minutes up and down. I will be saying my rosary. All the mysteries I say. And it gives me such a joy. And to tell you frankly, I came here to go. Really, I have more time for the Lord now. I can go and sit in His presence and enjoy His presence and relaxing time. And really, I'm very happy because in Mumbai, it was all run, 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 run. Run for this, run for this, run for this. Run. Here, it is not much. But I'm really happy. And slowly, maybe the Lord has called me to be in His presence. So that is what we call as the life of holiness, separated from sin, okay? Separated from sin. So whatever sins are there, separate, don't make part and parcel of your life. And then don't carry forward. You can always go for reconciliation, go for confessions. The next one is gratitude. Gratitude. Thankful, appreciation, and joyful. See, our life should be always a gratitude life, a life of thankfulness. So, in the community living, thank each other, be happy, be grateful, thank each other. And so the gratitude is there. My Lord, we must really thank the Lord for our daily bread. We get time to time, everything we get. So, why? Still we complain, still we murmur, still we are those people who are not happy. And remember, God does not like murmuring people. You remember the story of in the Numbers? They murmured, and God sent fiery serpents because God does not like murmuring. Do you like murmuring? We have some of us have the characteristics, murmuring, anything murmur, says anything of the other. Simply speaking, something murmuring, not happy only. So not like that. Be happy, be joyful, be glad, be thankful. So that is what you call as gratitude. Thankful, appreciate, and be joyful. The next one is dependence. Dependence. Dependence reliant on God. So we rely on God, then also trusting in His sovereignty. So one of the community life is basically the other one I wish to say is, like, when we sit in the community, what do we talk about? Do we gossip? So it will be a gossiping community. It is not a gospel community. So our life should be a life of the gospel, not a gossip. So share the gospel. Many stories you have in the WhatsApp. Miracles have happened, this thing has happened, that thing has happened. On the table, share those things rather than share his and my story. Okay, share the gospel. So that is a community gospel, community living. That we have the gospel way of life. The gospel living in the community. Now you have some practical application I'll give you, okay? Practice random acts of kindness. Random acts of kindness is do something other in the community, be kind, be merciful, okay? So here I tell you something, sisters, now. Okay, I give you some words now, especially, okay, here it is, all what I told you is there. Now some words I give you. It will be very helpful in the community, in our daily living in the community. That is WATCH, watch. Okay? Very practical thing. WATCH, watch. You remember Jesus telling watch and wait, watch and wait. The time and tide waits for no one. So watch and wait. So we need to be very watchful. And what watch? W stands for watch your words. Watch your words. What are the words that come from our mouth daily? What are the words which come from our mouth daily? I remember going in one place, my Lord, that person, in one sentence there was 5 to 6 bad words only. So you can understand his character. So watch your words. Words speak louder than action. So whatever your words are, words speak louder than action. So here you are, I'll give you some words, okay? You can write it down or anyway you have the recording done. So watch your words, I'll give you some words now. Most of the things that I spoke to you, now you have. Okay? 6 important words. 6 important words. I admit I made a mistake. Say, I admit I made a mistake. 6 important words. That is where say sorry. I admit I made a mistake. Say I made a mistake. You drop something, say sorry, I dropped the glass. I drop. Don't say, oh no, my hand touched the. Oh, like that happened. Oh, like that happened. Oh, like no, but it happened from your hand. So admit the mistake. Simply say sorry, apology. I admit I made a mistake. 6 words. 5 words. What are the 5 important words? You did a great job. You did a good job. 5. Appreciate. Appreciate. You did a good job. Now, Sister Vidya, you must congratulate her for doing such a good job. Okay? Now, all of you know, we must appreciate. And appreciate me also, okay, later. Sometimes we don't appreciate. Sometimes when you don't appreciate what to do, you need to tap yourself and I did a good job. Go and say, it was very nice, very good. Oh, beautiful painting. Oh, beautiful thing you did on the board. Tell these young ones. And whatever you now, for example, some nice curry, something, some good dishes you made, say, wow, so nice. Appreciate. The people will feel like doing, oh, wow, I'm appreciating. They feel like doing, don't depreciate it. Now, for example, program is going on. I see dancing, clap, appreciate. Oh, what she thinks of herself. So if you think of yourself, many times, we are not appreciative. Appreciate, very good, well done, so nice, so good. Appreciate. 5 important words, okay? You did a good job. 4 important words. What is your opinion? Consult. Consult. Consult one another. What is your opinion? Any important decision has to be taken, anything has to be done, consult, ask. Don't feel shy to ask help. Many a times we feel that I know everything. Ask help. Reach out. Stop somewhere. When you are missing the road or missing the point, ask, will you please help me? So, what is your opinion? Ask. That is what Jesus says. Matthew 7:7. ASK. Ask, seek, and knock. So ask. What is your opinion? Now you have certain important program. Ask, help. Get the resources. Ask people. Now you have your annual day in the school. Ask your sisters. Ask, consult. Don't do it by yourself because you will be in trouble. That's what we have, the students' body, we have the PTA, we have the coming together of all the associations. So many things are there. So don't be shy. Ask. The 3 important words. I love you. Have you said to your dad, to your mommy, said to that old sister, I love you, sister. I love you. I love you. Jesus says, I love you. Do you love me? He asked Peter 3 times. So these words, it is become very cheap. But you can always say, I love you. So as you know, love has many definitions. Now I don't have time to tell you, but you must tell, okay, the different types of love. You know that? The different types of love? The first love is agape. Agape love is a pure love of God. Then there is affinity love, affinity, okay, agape. Affinity love is that we love one another, we love our brothers and sisters, okay, we love everybody. The third love is eros. Eros love is erotic love that has to do with sex, that has to do with touching, that has to do with kiss. So that is what called erotic love. So if anyone says to you, I love you, now look at that person. Is he love? Does he love you because you are a sister? Okay, so these things we must be very careful. That is what you call as I love you. God is love. Jesus loves you. I love Jesus. Any three words you use. The two important words is what is that? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Use it as often as possible. Somebody gives you a glass of water. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank the auto driver. Thank your driver, the one who drove the ambulance. Thank your teachers. Thank your nurses. Thank those little girls. They have helped you to carry. Don't think that, oh, I'm a head nurse and all of those. No, no. Thank you. Thank you. They'll be so happy. They will come. And also, when you say thank you, for example, when you're going the auto and all, okay, don't take the chiller. Okay, we wait for 2 rupees, 3 rupees. Just give it. Okay, how much it is? 75 rupees. Give him 80 rupees. Let him be happy. Waiting for the 5 rupees, 2 rupees. Okay? So because he has served you. So many people serve. You are the cooks there. How many times you say, thank you, Didi. Thank you, भैया. उन लोगों को कितना अच्छा लगेगा मालूम है क्या? थैंक यू बोले क्यों लोग मान सम्मान वो देते हैं. We give them the love and respect. So that is two important words. Thank you. One important word is we, and the least important is I. So in our community living, we must use more often we. So that is watch your word. Okay. A is watch your actions. Actions. So sisters, what are your actions? What's your action? What you do? Sometime or the other, many actions we do, you wink your eyes, like that. You're telling a lie. Who winks the eyes? And God does not like winking eyes. What's your action? Okay. A stands for action. T stands for thoughts. What are your thoughts? What are the thoughts going on in your mind again and again? Is it good thought or bad thought? The positive or the negative? Do you think good of others? So those are what your thoughts. Okay, these thoughts play a very important role. Watch your thoughts. And all your thoughts will come in your words. All your thoughts will come in your action. So you must mind our thinking also. Let your thinking be something nice, something good. As I told you last time, that but. So, many obstacles come. So let it be very nice, good thoughts. C, character. Character. What's your character? People will be speaking about you. Oh, this is like that, that. Sometimes it is true. Take it with a pinch of salt. Yes, it is true. Why can't I change my character? You see, we go for retreats, recollections. Retreats and recollections should change you, should mold you, should melt you. But we are the same. As we say, now, glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. As it was the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. I will not change. My character will not change. So our character must change. You must look at as you go for the night prayer, when you check your conscience, when you see what did I do today? Am I repeating the same thing again and again? My character, like gossiping maybe character, or robbing maybe a character, or something or the other. People are different characters, different characters. So when people tell you something, we need to change. It is watch your heart. Watch your heart. Because Jesus says many things comes from within. And that within is your heart. And that's what Jesus says to us, learn from me, for I am meek and humble of heart. So we need to learn from Jesus how to make a heart just like his heart. So that is what you call when we are living in the community. And so living in the community, we must watch everything that is there. So that is it, sisters. Any more things are there for you to share? Sometimes when I run short of my ideas, thoughts and all, I stop. So I think I gave you sufficiently. Anything you want to tell, add on to that, or ask something? See, like as we do now, we are like the five fingers, okay? Five fingers. So every member will be different. Every member will be different. And for this, you must remember the words of St. Francis. The Lord gave me brothers. So you sisters, you are the Lord's sister, which I got. So now, for example, if my brother comes to your community, he say, I am Father Francis's brother. You take so good care of himself. Yes, sir. So also take good care of each and every sister. They are God's sister. Jesus' sister who has been given to me, and so I need to take care of my companions, my friars, yeah, Jesus' brothers, they're Francis's brothers. So I take them as my brothers with all their strengths, with all their weaknesses. So all of us have our strengths, all of us have our weaknesses. So we must work on our strengths and see how we can minimize the weaknesses. Yes, sisters.
Can conclude.